All right, happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to Survive to Thrive. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we practice and role play scripts. Mondays and Fridays, we go into breakout rooms. Wednesdays, we stay right here. So here's how this works. Raise your hand, get in the spotlight, and I will call on you. If I don't have hands up, then I'm just going to start calling on people. So, the subject that I want to focus on today is having strategic pricing conversations. Now, you can bring any conversation you want as long as you raise your hand. You can say, John, I want to practice and role play an expired call. Cool, let's go. Or the 14-point listing presentation, whatever you want to work on. But if I call on you, we're going to talk about having strategic pricing conversations. And there should be lots of hands up already, and they're not. So I'm just going to call on you. For those of you who are newer to the call, totally get it. I do. But I want to encourage you, take that leap of faith, get up in front of everybody else and practice and role play these conversations. Mastering the conversations of real estate is your key to better lead conversion. It's your key to getting more signed agreements, getting price reductions. This is critically important. It's why we do it 3 days a week. Okay, let's go, Joe.
Hey John, can we go over the on the 14 point listing presentation, the needs analysis?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about the transition statement first. So we go from an expectation conversations. Whenever I meet with a potential client, one of three things typically happens. One of those things will happen today.
Oh,
We
you
go,
know what, John? I think I did that last time. Do you want to pick another one?
so you pick it. I'm totally good. Repetition is the mother of learning. So there's no we can absolutely do the same thing over and over again. Matter of fact, let's do that. So you're going to transition to, in order for me to know if I can meet your goals and exceed
Mhm.
your expectations, I need to ask you a few questions, which is the transition statement to the needs analysis.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
So, John, in order for me to meet or exceed your goals, I am I'm going to need to know a few things, and I just want to ask you a few questions. So, the first one is on a scale of 1 to 10, with a 1 being you just want me to get up and leave, and with a 10 being,
Okay, so let's pause.
um,
Let's pause. You're
yeah.
you're you're mixing parts of the listing presentation. That's the end when you're closing. The question here is on a scale of 1 to 10, with one being not so great and 10 being awesome, what needs to happen in the sale of your home for this to be a 10?
Okay. Yep.
All right.
So I'm going to kind of cheat off the script.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Um, so on a scale of 1 to 10, with a 1 being not so good and a 10 being awesome, what's one thing that needs to happen in the sale of your home for you to consider this experience a 10?
There you go, buddy. So I got to get my price.
Mm. Now, why is that important?
What does that look like to you? So
Um, so
question.
what does the price look like? So
Yeah,
start with that.
yeah. So when you hear I got to get my price, you're looking for clarity. So what does that look like? What does your price look like, right? And my
Mhm.
answer to you, Joe, is I have 550. Got to get 5.
550.
Yep.
Okay. Have you seen what homes in your neighborhood?
Nope, nope, nope.
No.
Not a time to overcome. This is
Okay.
detective. You're digging deeper. You're just collecting information.
Okay.
So the next question is, what does that do for you? What does getting $550,000 do for you?
Okay.
All right. And I'm so proud of you for putting your hand up. And you're probably like right now thinking, I sure wish I didn't put my hand.
Yep.
You're doing amazing, man. And everybody here is rooting you on. Okay. This
Thank you.
is how you grow. All right. So my answer to what would that do for me is I need the money. Now, as you're taking notes, sitting at the kitchen table, you're going to circle the word need because you're going to come back to that later on and talk about that. Okay. But not right now. You're just a
Mm.
detective. My answer is I need the money in order to pay off my mortgage and have enough money to buy the next home.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. So if you can't dig any deeper, this process is called going 3 deep, okay? And if you can't dig any deeper, then you move on to the next goal. In other words, if we can accomplish a second goal, let's say this is a 10 plus experience. What's the second goal? All right, I'm going to let you off the hook in here in just a second, but I want you to repeat that with me, okay?
Mhm.
Go.
So 550,000. Um, what does that number do for you?
Yes, proud of you. I need the money in order to pay off my mortgage, in order to have enough money left to buy the next house.
Hmm. So at this point, would I ask where the next house is, or we're not going there yet?
Nope, nope. We're not talking about the home they're buying. We're only having a conversation about the home they're selling.
Okay, great. And if we could accomplish that goal, what's a second goal that maybe we could accomplish?
All right. Well done, Joe. I'm going to let you off the hook.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. PDR, practice, drill, rehearse is the path
Mhm.
to mastery. You got this.
Thank you.
Let's go, Joanne Kelly.
Good job, Joe. So I'm going to piggyback on Joe's and jump to the strategic pricing conversation. So great, we know your goals, what you need to get to a 10. We've reviewed the comps. It looks like the market's telling us we may get 500 for your home. I understand, Mr. Seller, that you still want to list at 550. If you had an offer at 499, what would you do?
Okay. Uh, I'd probably reject it. I want 550, you know? That's that I need underline. I need 550.
Okay, I understand. I wrote down 550. And John, we know that we can't control the market. What if a buyer was willing to buy your home at 495 and they never saw your home because they're only looking up to 500? What if that was the only buyer that was going to make an offer on your home in the next 6 months? And 6 months from now, you're still on the market.
That's not
What
good.
would you do?
Not either. That's not good either. I gotta sell the house. I'm moving to Tampa for a new job, so that's not okay.
Okay, why not?
Because I'm moving to Tampa in order to start a new job. I gotta go.
Well, when we price for negotiation, negotiation is what we get.
Okay.
We want to get your homes.
All right, Joanne, I'm gonna jump in and help you out here, okay? All right, no worries, girl. I'm proud of you for jumping in here and taking a swing at this. Okay, so if the market rejects 550, what's plan B? Is the very first question I would ask. If the market rejects 550, what's plan B? Now, make them answer that question. It's not an easy question, right?
Can I switch and answer it? Well, I might accept maybe less, but not less than 500. I will not.
Okay. So here's what we know, Joanne. There's 18 homes for sale between 500 and 550,000. There's three selling every 30 days. In order for your home to sell, it's got to be one of the top three properties between 500 and 550. That means it's got to be top 25% in condition and bottom 25% in price. The goal here is we have to beat the competition in order to sell your home. And if there's a buyer out there that would give you between 5 and 525 and you're at 550, they're going to make an offer on one of the other properties that are for sale. And you're going to miss an opportunity to sell your home to somebody that you would have sold to, but you never got the offer because they didn't even know your home was for sale. You see, at $550,000, there's buyers out there that are looking for homes that may not even see your home. See, when you go fishing, if you fish with your bait 3 feet out of the water, you're not going to catch any fish. We got to get the bait down there where the fish are. We need to get your property down there where the buyers are. All right, I can keep going, guys, but this isn't about me. So I want to go on to the rest of you. Let's go, Lauren.
I'm gonna try and do the price strategy.
You got it.
Okay. Um, okay, John. So, after looking at all the comps, and we see that the homes that are similar to yours are actually selling in the 450 range. I would strongly suggest for us to start there versus starting above market, because what if your home doesn't sell in the next 6 months?
It's not a good thing. It's got to sell.
Exactly. And one of my goals is to make sure that your home, it gets sold as fast as possible. Uh, ah,
It's not as easy as
um,
it sounds. It's not
I'm
as it's not as easy as it sounds. I get it.
sorry. Um, uh, if so, in order for buyers to know that your home is for sale, we need to make sure that we're priced where it's going to attract buyers. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
So would you agree that we should start at the 450 range where people are going to be attracted to that sales price?
Okay. Keep working on this, guys. PDR, practice, drill, rehearse, is the path to mastery. You're making an observation, a forecast, and mastering the art of persuasion. That's what strategic pricing is. Let's go to Kim Jera. Joanne, I see you, but I want to go to somebody else first, okay? I want to get some other hands up here, guys. There's agents that are on this call right now that have mastered this conversation. I need you to step up and talk to me. All right, Kim Jera, let's go.
Yep. Hey, John. So you said that you want to get to Tampa because you have a job. Is that correct?
That's right.
I totally get it. So at 550, where I know you want to be, and I get it. In the market right now, what we tend to see is that people buy in the $50,000 increments. So they are going to look and shop between 500 and 550 and between 450 and 500.
Sure.
So if we price you and you're competing right now between all the properties between 500 and 550. So again, unfortunately, you've got to be in that top 25% of all of the properties in that range. And we see about 18 properties on the market right now. So if we are at the top of that market, you're going to sell quickly. And I've shown you all those properties. Do you think that you're at the top of that market right now?
No, I think there's houses that are nicer than mine. Yeah.
Yeah. So to give us the best value, if we were to price you right at 49999, what we can do is we would put you at the very top of the next bracket, and we would open our market to all of the people between 450 and 500. And then, do you think you'd be at the top of that bracket?
Oh, 100%. Definitely.
I agree. And do you think maybe we might open ourselves up even to multiple offers?
Possible.
And maybe we might even get ourselves up to go above that. Do we agree?
Possible. Yeah.
Yeah. So would you be open to trying it at that price point?
Kim Jera, it was fabulous. The only question that I would change is the last question. So what should we do?
Okay.
And let them tell you price it at $499.
Okay. Perfect.
Well done.
Thanks.
Let's go, Joe Grant.
All right, I guess we'll continue with price adjustments. Ring.
Are you
I'm
okay,
calling.
you've got
No,
the
this is a price adjustment. We've been on the market and we're adjusting the price, same as everybody else. Just I'm not doing it in person.
Understood, Joe. So hello.
Hey, John, Joe Grant, happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday to you, Joe.
Hey, John, I'm reaching out just like I do every Wednesday to kind of fill you in on where we're at. How do you think this last week has gone so far?
I don't know. We're not getting a lot of people looking at the house. I'm kind of worried.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. I'm a little worried too, John. John, kind of like we talk about every week is what's been going on. And if you reflect back to when we first got together, I showed you a picture of a bullseye. And that bullseye was the difference between offers, drive-bys, and nobody looking at your house. Do you remember that?
We do.
Awesome. Yeah, John. So since we're getting one, two people popping up, and if we reflect back to that target on how to properly price a home, we're probably about 5 to 7%, maybe 5 to 8% off. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I mean, you're the expert. It sounds right.
Yeah. Well, John, I understand and I respect the fact that you need 550. And when we first spoke about this, the comps were between 500 and 550. And honestly, John, we've gone over these numbers for 3 weeks now, and the market's rejecting our price.
Great script. Write it down, everybody. Yeah. Okay.
So, John, it brings me to a level of curiosity. At what price are you not selling your home?
Oh, that's a heart stop script, guys. Write it down. That's one of my favorites. Not taking less than 500.
Okay. And John, if somebody came to us with an offer today at $490,000, what would you do?
No, I'm rejecting that. I'm not taking less than 500.
All right. So if we had a clean contract at 490, that's a hard no, not even countering it back, just straight go
Yeah,
home.
I mean, we're at 550. I'm willing to go as low as 500, but not any lower.
Okay. Well, John, given the fact that we've been on the market 21 days and our showings are down to one or two per week, um, what do you suggest we do?
So, Joe, let me add a few things here. Okay. So, you be the seller. All right.
Okay.
Joe, if we got an offer tomorrow for $500,000, closing in 30 days, what would you do?
I'd accept it.
Sure. Okay. We need to get you to a price where you're going to get that offer. We can't negotiate an offer until we get an offer. And my suggestion is that we get the price down to 500,000 and give you a fighting chance to get that offer for 500,000.
Okay.
Now, what do you think you're going to hear, guys? You're going to hear that's not going to leave any room for negotiation. So be ready for that. Okay. You got the playbook in front of you. You know what your response is. You're hoping you get that. So when you price for negotiation, negotiation is what you get. And this is where my expertise in negotiating comes in. If we have a buyer that will not come up to 500, let's say we get an offer for 490 and they're not coming up to 500, tell them to take a hike. I would rather see you tell somebody to get an offer and tell them to take a hike than not get any offers. So, Joe, what do you think we should do?
Well, I guess let's adjust it to 500 so we can get that offer because I need to get to Tampa.
I agree. I'll send you the paperwork today. All right, Kim Jerry, your hand is back up. Talk to me. Oh, you kept it up. Never mind. All right, I've got 926 questions. Ahas. Talk to me. Anna.
This is so good. We're in right now and with the market we're at, this is perfect. I loved it. Thank you.
We could do this all day long, guys. I mean, the 30 minutes is not enough time to get everything in on pricing conversations. It's not. Birgit, talk to me.
So awesome job. I love this whole format here. But what I would suggest as part of your discovery, lean into a motivation again, why they need to go, right? So we have that we can align them back into pricing. And then the other thing is don't forget about perhaps asking them as part of the discovery as what is the current cost of them owning the house. Because of the current cost of owning the property, let's say it's 10K, mortgage, insurance, all this kind of stuff, then perhaps they're much more willing to say, okay, I'm going to take an offer for 490, but I don't have to carry the house, the mortgage, the insurance, the taxes for another 30 days. So the gold is in your discovery. So you have all of these pieces at hand when you need them for negotiation.
That's awesome. I just love the fact that we're adding all of these coaches to this coaching call. There's going to come a day, guys, where you don't even want me to show up. We'll just let them run the call. Uh,
We still need you.
let's go, Joe Grant.
Never, John, never.
Thank you, Clarissa. Thank you. Go, Joe.
Great today. You actually made me think. It's like, because my thing is 5, go down to 490 just to bump it back up, and I forgot to do that. But my actual thought is on something completely different. I was on your YouTube channel looking for a specific video, and it took me a while to find it, and it was with Jacqueline Foreman. Is there a way that, like in the description, if you put it there, that we can go on your channel and search so we can find exactly what we're looking for a little easier?
I'm laughing, Joe, because I have no idea. Maybe Michael Wiseman knows how to do that. I don't know. And speaking of, Michael's hand is up, so let's go to him.
I actually do know how to do that, so we'll talk about that, John.
Okay.
I just wanted to just kind of make just a 20,000-foot observation is, and this is a common theme, when you find yourself wanting to ask a why question, find a way to turn it into a what question. And that's just a psychology. When you ask someone why, it immediately challenges their psychology. They have to defend it. So it's like, what you say it all the time, John. It's like, what do you think we should do? Right? What makes you say that? What makes you feel that way?
Right.
If you say, why do you feel that way? It's like, now I'm in defensive mode. Right. If I ask you what makes you feel that way, you're in thinking mode. That's sort of from Chris Voss as well, but it comes up all the time when I hear it. And I think your scripting is on point with almost all what questions.
Oh, you're 100% right. And I say it all the time when somebody says, why is that important to you? I'm like, no, no, no. What does that do for you?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Better question. When I hear, why is that important to you? I feel like I have to defend my comment.
Yeah.
And I know that's not what they're looking for, Michael.
Right.
What would that do for you?
Because you'll defend it whether it's really important or not, because you've been challenged. It's like throwing down the gauntlet.
Yeah. Priceless. Pure gold today, guys. Best call ever. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Invite your friends. I'll see everybody tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Go make it a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
John, have a great day, everyone.
All right, go get them, everybody.